I'll give you the scoop on Gainesville as well as Florida's capital city of Tallahassee. I'll compare their events and things to do, cost of living, employment, education, and healthcare. Then you can decide if either of these cities are right for you. First, let's look at the qualities that Tallahassee and Gainesville share. Both cities are located in North Florida and are just about 2.5 hours apart if you take I-75 north and I-10 west from Gainesville. This means that Gainesville is just about an hour and a half west of East Coast beaches, and Tallahassee is just about 30 to 45 minutes north of the Gulf Coast beaches. It takes just about 3 hours to get to the East Coast from Tallahassee. Both cities are college towns that offer great options for higher education, and I'll go into more details about the education available in both cities later. Also, both cities are not too far from Jacksonville, which is a 2.5 hour drive from Tallahassee, and from Gainesville it would take you about an hour and a half northbound. As far as weather goes, both locations have subtropical climates and basically the same type of weather year-round, which in Florida means hot, humid summers, mild winters, more rainfall, and fairly warmer weather year-round. So that also means virtually no snow. Tallahassee is the state capital and home to several top-rated universities, so it has a youthful energy and a vibrant art scene. The capital is also known for its lush green spaces, including majestic oak-lined streets and scenic parks. Like Tallahassee, Gainesville also has a vibrant, youthful energy since it's home to Florida's largest and oldest university and is one of the state's centers of education, medicine, culture events, and athletics. Both cities have more of a big city feel, but Tallahassee has a greater population with just over 200,000 residents according to the World Population Review, while Gainesville's population is just under 150,000 people as of this year. When you're thinking of relocating, a common question that comes up is going to be, what are the things to do in that new location? Well, you can rest assured that both of these vibrant cities have a lot of things to offer for all ages. In Gainesville, you can enjoy festivals, world-class museums, performing arts, and live music. There's a thriving art culture in Gainesville with many art galleries, concert halls, and theaters. But if you prefer exploring the outdoors, Gainesville is a beautiful city with plenty to offer. You've got the popular Santa Fe River, plus Gainesville has 8 state parks in the area with more than 100 miles of trails for biking, birding, and hiking. Or you can clear off in the crystal blue freshwater springs. If you like visiting museums, there are many to choose from in Gainesville. Museums include the Harm Museum of Art, featuring the largest collection of Florida-themed art, the Cade Museum of Creativity and Innovation, and the Florida Museum of Natural History, which features the shaded butterfly rainforest. Sports fans can watch the Florida Gators play along with thousands of football fans at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium and can enjoy other sports year-round by University of Florida athletes. Also, you can venture over to Tampa Bay, where you can follow the Tampa Bay Rays, the Buccaneers, and the Lightning, as well as the New York Yankees spring training and a number of semi-pro and college teams. So what is there to do in Tallahassee? Like Gainesville, Tallahassee also has a thriving arts culture with the Railroad Squad Art District and Florida State University Museum of Fine Arts. You'll also find several museums in Tallahassee. Top attractions include the Tallahassee Museum with 52 acres of flora and fauna and a working 1880s pioneer farmstead, native Florida wildlife habitat, cypress swamp, Jim Gary's 20th century dinosaur park, and an outdoor zip line. The Tallahassee Museum even has a new adventure course for kids and adults. There's also the Tallahassee Automobile Museum with 100,000 square feet of cars, trucks, and memorabilia of all kinds. And of course, there's the Museum of Florida History, where you can learn about the state's rich past. If you enjoy the outdoors, there's no shortage of beautiful places to visit in Tallahassee. There's a St. Mark's Wildlife Refuge with all types of flora and fauna to see along a variety of walking trails. And there's plenty of nature parks like the Alfred B. McClay Garden State Park, Cascades Park, and the Apalachicola National Forest just southwest of town. If you're a sports fan, you can watch the Florida State Seminoles play at Doak Campbell Stadium or enjoy any other sports by Florida State University athletes. So now that I've touched on some of the most popular attractions in both cities, let's see how their cost of living compares. We all know that with inflation, housing prices have gone up, but Tallahassee's median home cost of $398,000 is actually 12% lower than the national average home price, which is $416,000 according to payscale.com. And according to rent.com, the average rent for apartments in Tallahassee is between $1,035 and $1,354 per month. The overall cost of living in Tallahassee is 4% lower than the national average. Besides housing, this average factors in utilities and transportation, which are both lower than the national average. However, groceries in the state capital are 8% more expensive and healthcare costs are 13% higher than the rest of the nation. So how does Gainesville's cost of living compare? Gainesville's housing costs are actually 12% higher than the national average of $416,000, with a median home value of about $503,000 according to payscale.com. And the rent averages between $1,075 and $1,389 per month in Gainesville for all types of properties. Compared to the national average, Gainesville's overall cost of living is 2% higher, and the transportation costs are about 7% higher. But some good news is that utilities, groceries, and healthcare are all lower in Gainesville than the national average. Real quick, my name is Donovan Arnold, and I'm a real estate agent here in Gainesville. I've actually lived in Florida my entire life, so if you're planning to move to the area and have any questions, don't hesitate. Give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me a message. Let me know what questions you have and how I can help. If you're thinking of moving, you may need to know the area's largest employers and what you can expect for employment. So how do these two cities compare when it comes to employment? So according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, Gainesville has an unemployment rate of 4.8%, but employment in Gainesville is rising thanks to many of the employers and employment opportunities. For example, from 2020 to 2021, employment in Gainesville actually grew at a rate of 3.77%. Gainesville also has several major employers, including the University of Florida, Charles Perry Partner, CP America, Santa Fe Healthcare, and the City of Gainesville. Tallahassee actually has a higher unemployment rate than Gainesville at 6.3%, which is also greater than the national average of 3.7%, according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. Because Tallahassee acts as both the Leon County seat and the capital of Florida, government is a big industry here, accounting for almost 58,000 jobs. So government is one of Tallahassee's top 3 largest employers, along with the Florida State University and Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare. Other top employers are the City of Tallahassee, Florida A&M University, and the Leon County Schools. Real quick, I'm curious, what has you considering a move? Is it for work, family, retirement? Down in the comment, let me know what's making you move. If your children are in grade school or have graduated and deciding where to attend college, or if you're thinking of continuing your education, both cities offer some great options for education. Public schools in Gainesville are operated by the Alachua County Public School System. Guide to Greater Gainesville says, quote, Gainesville boasts public and private schools within high-ranking and award-winning school district, meeting the needs of its diverse student population. Also, Alachua County Public Schools have received an overall grade of an A- by niche.com, and the district is the 9th-ranked best school district in Florida, which is pretty impressive. You'll also find some excellent options for higher education in Gainesville, which is home to one of the most prestigious public universities in the southern U.S., the University of Florida. And Gainesville's own Santa Fe College was the 2015 #1 community college in the nation. Now let's look at Tallahassee schools. Tallahassee's public schools are operated by the Leon County Public School System. The district's mission, according to their website, is to prepare students to become responsible, respectful, independent learners equipped with the critical thinking skills necessary to compete in our global society. Leon County Schools also has a district grade of an A- according to niche.com and is ranked number 16 among the best school districts in the state. Like Gainesville, Tallahassee is also a college town with some of the state's best colleges and universities, including its flagship college of Florida State University, as well as Florida A&M University. Then they also have 2 private 4-year colleges in Flagler College and Kaiser University. Maybe you're a senior citizen who's retiring in Florida, or maybe you're relocating here for a job and have a family. Either way, healthcare availability and quality is very important. So how do each of these cities stack up for healthcare? Gainesville provides excellent healthcare with several hospitals, including UF Shands Hospital, which ranks among the nation's best in 7 specialties with many world-class doctors. The UF Health Shands system also includes a cancer hospital and a children's hospital. Other hospitals in Gainesville are the Malcolm Randall VA Hospital, New Florida Regional Medical Center, and Select Specialty Hospital. And this isn't even counting the numerous medical clinics and treatment centers. Tallahassee also has some good healthcare options. In fact, according to TMH.org, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare is closing in on the top 10 ranked hospitals in Florida and has been recognized as the best regional hospital for 2023-2024 by U.S. News and World Report. Other hospitals in Tallahassee are HCA Florida Capital Hospital, Mission to Care, and Select Specialty Hospital, in addition to home health, nursing, wellness, and other medical facilities. Now that you have a better feel for these 2 cities, what you'll want to do next is watch this video where I compare Gainesville and Ocala.